Hello, I'm FlyLady Kat, and I'm here with a special gift for you, and that is a free Patreon video. This Patreon video is one of hundreds and hundreds that I have on my Patreon channel, A Better Life with FlyLady Kat at patreon.com. And on this video, you will see that we're talking more about how we think and implement the FlyLady system into your life rather than the specifics about the FlyLady system. So I call it a mini mentoring session, and it is $5 a month if you decide that you want to enroll at Patreon and become one of my patrons. $5 a month gives you 5 videos a week, week after week, month after month. If that's something that you love, please come over and enjoy these and be part of our special group. There are no advertisements on Patreon, so you'll be able to enjoy it end to end without interruption. If you feel that you'd like to have a little bit more mentoring, maybe some personal accountability or some help, you can get one personal mentoring session a month with me for $25. That is my tier 2. That's going to give you the 25-minute mentoring session and the videos all inclusive for $25 a month. If you need more help, you can get 2 mentoring sessions a month plus the videos for $50 a month. And if you want to go all the way and really help yourself establish some great habits and get into the flow of the FlyLady system, then I recommend that you go for 4 mentorings a month, which is $100 a month, including the free videos. These are all great systems for you. If you can't join Patreon, that's fine. Do your best on the FlyLady system here on this channel. I'm sure you can, but if you do need some help, please come over and see how you like it. That's it for today. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I hope you always remember to be beautiful, because you are beautiful. Enjoy the video. Oh my goodness, patrons, are you having problems delegating? Has your spouse asked to help and you don't know what to tell him to do? Is your son just laying on the couch and looking at you like you're crazy when you ask him to do things? Let's talk about delegating and how we delegate and how we approach delegating and how we count delegating, okay? So first of all, you have to see yourself as the CEO. I know that's really hard for some of you. You're very delicate and shy, and you let other people boss you around, and it's not about bossing anybody. It's about somebody has to be in charge. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. If the kids are in charge, your house will look like the kids are in charge. If your husband's in charge, it's not going to have a lady's touch. It's not. So if you're in charge and this is your job, then let's be in charge. Let's take it over. Let's not make everybody think they have to do it. You be in charge. Now, being in charge, being the CEO, doesn't mean that you have to do everything. In fact, au contraire, it means that you don't have to do everything. You are very important in knowing what has to be done and delegating and making all the cogs of the wheel fit together. So look at your plan, take your job seriously, do the parts that you need to do. But if you think that you need to delegate something, if you think that's a good idea, that your son or your daughter needs to learn how to do something, then delegate that. It's like a teacher teaching. You're going to say, these are the things you're going to do. You don't overwhelm them by any means. You ask them to do one little thing a day. If your spouse has offered to help, I guarantee you the thing he wants to do is the laundry, because he just puts it in and switches it to the dryer. He won't fold it. He won't put it away. Not a good idea for spouses to do laundry. If you think he will fold it and put it away the way you want it done, because you know how picky we are, girls, then sure, he can totally do that. But if he thinks it just means to pile it on the couch for you to fold, that's not doing you any favors. Instead, have him vacuum for you, or have him dust for you, or have him swish and swipe for you, or have him help you make the bed or change the sheets. These things are helpful. These things are what you need help with and make you feel better. If you have a bad back, especially, help making the bed and help vacuuming the floor is awesome. If you can get him to mop, even better. I haven't gotten mine to do that yet. He does all the other things. Okay. Then the other thing you want to do is you want to inspect what you expect. So if you've delegated household chores, make sure you inspect what you expect. Even though your husband may have volunteered, if the vacuuming didn't get done and you ask him to do it sometime this week, and now this week has gone by, you've given him too much leeway. You have to say, would you please vacuum on Tuesday? If you don't vacuum on Tuesday, it'll be okay. I'll do it on Wednesday. You got to let him know it's got to be done, and that you're going to do it if he doesn't. And if he's offered to help and he's not helping, oh well, here's the deal. Do you want it done or you don't want it done? I don't want to fight over it, do you? Let's get it done. So if you can't get it done on Tuesday, by Monday or Tuesday, then I'll do it on Wednesday, no worries. Or if you don't get it done over the weekend, I'll do it on Monday on my weekly home blessing hour. And you show him how. It's just the traffic patterns, no deep deals. If you need a real deep vacuuming, then just ask him to do one room. Inspect what you expect, though. Okay, now let's talk about that mess in your son's room or your daughter's room or your husband's office. You know that mess. All right, so here's what you say. And you don't even begin to approach this until you've got your own clutter under control. Because a lot of us women, we say, oh my gosh, it's the family. And that's why I'm so messy. It's because they are just so hard and I just can't keep up. Don't fool yourself, lady girl. Don't do that. You are making a mess just like they are. In fact, you are setting the example. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to start picking up after yourself. You're going to start decluttering your home. You're not going to tell them you're doing it. You're just going to do it. And then once it's done and things start to look good, then all their stuff is going to start to stand out. Now, don't pick on them, because if somebody had done it the opposite, all your stuff would be sticking out, okay? So don't be cruel. Be firm but kind. And say, hey, I've been really working hard. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been working hard little by little. I haven't been killing myself, but I've been working hard to get the house looking nicer. And have you noticed it looks nicer? Okay, well, I noticed that your bedroom kind of looked like mine used to, and I'd be happy to help you get that together. So if it's your son or daughter, you go in their room and you say, here's what we're going to do. Here's what I suggest. Let's not work more than 15 minutes. We can get this done. And so over a week or two, your room's going to look great, and you're going to start developing good habits, and then it won't be a mess anymore. So here's what you do. You plant yourself on their bed and you direct traffic. That's what you do. You don't physically do the work. Unless you have a baby or a little one, you don't physically do the work. You direct traffic. If you have a 7-year-old, you direct traffic. If you have a 4-year-old, they help you. If you have a 2-year-old, you do it all, okay? So you've got a 4-year-old, you've got a 7-year-old, and you've got a 15-year-old. So the 4-year-old you're gonna help. Let's mommy help you. Where do you want these things to live? Where would you like your baby dolls to stay? Where do you want your trucks to be? I have this shelf, or we could put them over here. Give them a couple of choices. Then they choose, and their little sponge brains won't forget that's where those things live. Then when you're cleaning up their room with them, by watching and instructing, you can say, okay, let's clean your room. Where do your dolls go? Good job. You have such a good memory. I can't even remember where you keep the baby blankets. Do you remember? Oh yeah, that's right. It's okay, you're making it fun. You're making them feel good about themselves. The same with little boys. You do the same thing with their Legos and their trucks and their dinosaurs. Now, when you get to having a 7-year-old, it's kind of like a 4-year-old, just a little more advanced. And when you get to the 15-year-old, you don't do that, of course. You say, hey, bud, let's go in your room and get it straight. It's gotten out of control. Have you noticed that? Let's go in there. Okay, first thing, pick up all the trash off the floor. That's all you have to do. Just pick up all the trash while I sit here and I'll talk to you. Do you need a bag? I'll get you a bag. Here's a bag. Pick up all the trash and put it in there. Do you need that? Do you need that? You're asking questions. Is that really trash, or is that something that's important? Do you need to keep that, or can you throw that away? And hopefully they'll say throw it away. Sometimes they might want to keep it, and that's their prerogative. They have to have a place for it, though, and that's your next question. Where are you going to put it? Which drawer do you want to put that in? No, don't leave it on your desk. It'll look awful there. And that's just going to attract more stuff. Trust me, I know. That's what you're going to say, okay? And then, okay, now next thing, let's take all your shoes. You see how you've just kind of thrown your shoes around? Let's just put them in mates and stick them on the bottom of the closet. Uh-oh, you got more clothes on the bottom of the closet. Let's get that out. Those are all dirty. All your floor clothes are dirty. Put them in your basket, which I've left you right here by your dresser. Put your dirty clothes. So just put all those floor clothes in there, and then you're going to wash all those tomorrow. And then make yourself a promise you won't let them fall on the floor anymore. Okay, well, yeah, you don't have to wash your coat. Hang that up. Actually, I need to put that away for you in winter clothes or whatever. So you're having conversations. It's just a flow. And you're not making them work hard. You're just having them do a few things. You're just directing them, okay? And some of the kids will really take to it. Some of them will hate it, and some of them will slowly but surely come around. The ones that hate it, I'm sorry, but that's what God blessed you with, and you have to work with them and train them in the way that they will go. So when they get married, their wife will not hate you, okay? You have to train them. And the same with your girls. You have to train them. So that's what you do. Now let's get to the husband in his office or his side of the dresser or whatever. You say the sort of the same things to him, except you say, hey, I'd be happy to help you organize this stuff or whatever. And you just sit on the bed and they start working and you provide them containers and you give them direction. That's what you do. But first you say, can I help you organize these things so that you can see what you have, honey? Because it looks so messy in here and I know you hate that. I know how tidy you are in your head. I know you think straight, so I know this isn't helping. And can I help you do that? All right, and maybe you might actually physically help him do those things. After a while, you can sit in direct traffic, but you might actually physically have to help them do those things in the beginning, especially if it's extremely overwhelming. If they have loads of electronics, that's like the worst, or bits and pieces of work stuff don't belong in the bedroom. This is your private oasis with your husband. It's not your workbench. This is not a workbench. This is not a hunting shed. This is a bedroom, okay? So have a conversation about where things go. Be gentle. Ask him if you can help. He might say, no, I can do it on my own. And then if he does, great. If he can't, if he gets in there and gets overwhelmed, then you can say, hey, I know how you feel. I felt the same way. Here's what I found out. The feel, felt, found thing. You can do it. Here, I know how you feel. I felt the same way. This is what I found out. And show him how to do it. Okay? Don't say FlyLady said. Don't say Kat said. Just have a conversation with them. Because they'll start to not want you to talk about that, and it'll start to annoy them. They don't want to hear about strangers. They want to know what you think. All right. Okay, I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions or comments, please put them below, and I'll be happy to answer them. Have a wonderful day, and always remember to be beautiful because you are beautiful.